And we are recording now. All right. Well, thank you everybody for coming today. And today, day 9 already, and 9 of 20. And I talked to Sherry Johnson this morning. She is going to be here next week. She just got caught up with a lot of her coaching clients this week in emergency coaching sessions. So unfortunately, I'm sorry Sherry couldn't be there. She apologizes. She's trying to be here as much as possible, but she promises next week she's going to try her best to have 11 o'clock to 11:30 booked. But of course, with her coaching clients and the people that hire her to coach them, and especially during this time, it's a lot of emergencies and coaching sessions, so she couldn't be here. But she apologized and will be here next week. But today, we're going to talk about referrals and what you can do to get more referrals, ideas, hopefully give you some thoughts to ask your past clients and people that you know for referrals, because referrals are kind of the lifeblood of our industry and in sales in general. So I'm going to start and share my screen and start the slides here. So here we go. All right. So hope everybody is stretching and warming up and working out and cooling down every day. You know, we need that motivation every day. And I see some of your posts, that some of the people that are watching this, because I see your motivational posts in the day and some of the things that you're sending through your Facebook. A lot of our agents out there are doing that. So I love that I'm seeing more of that. And of course, you're always welcome to share anything that I post. You could copy, paste it, screenshot it. So use me as a resource on my Facebook too. So my motivational post, because all the people in your sphere on your social network might not be on mine, and you're welcome to use that too. So if any of the information that you see on my Facebook is always welcome to share with the people that you have too. So if you don't want to go out there and find information and find content every day. So remember, prep for your day every day, get your motivation going, get in a good mindset, get in a place in your house or wherever you are, and be ready for the day. Always make your calls, send your texts, get your emails, do something positive, do something that's connecting with someone every day, at least one thing, something every day. And of course, reflect on what you accomplished and make sure that you are satisfied at the end of the day, whenever that end is, that you got what you want to accomplish. And of course, moving forward and trying to get appointments, trying to get referrals, trying to get listing appointments, trying to do virtual showings, anything that's connected to real estate and consumers and your sphere, try to do a little positive each day. So just a reminder of all of that. But our motivation for today is about referrals. So I picked one from Mark Zuckerberg. People influence people. Nothing influences people more than a recommendation from a trusted friend. A trusted referral is the holy grail of advertising. So I know this is I can't stress this enough, that referrals are such an important part of a successful career in real estate. Again, being in it for 28 years and seeing hundreds of agents, I know that. I see that every day. The reason why how I see that every day, and why I want to stress this to you, is that I see agents, almost a majority of every agent's business, no matter if they sell 2, 3, 4 houses a year or 40 houses a year, it's referral based. There's not a magic bullet or magic pill in this business where you could spend money and get business. I have heard that. I have lots of agents in classes, and agents just got their license. I want to know, how do I get leads? And I really, every day I get a little bit, I hate hearing that word lead, a little bit less, because it's so impersonal. I say, think of referrals. How do I get referrals? Not how do I get leads. Leads is just so I don't know that person. I have to, where do they come from? They come from the internet, or they come from some thing that no one referred them. A referral is so much better than a lead. Just a referral, of asking for a referral, someone just recommending you, someone that not just recommends you, like they call you, someone that you talk to and say, hey, can I call someone that you know and tell them that you recommended that I call them? So another thing that a lot of times agents miss is that referrals don't have to be always the ones that are incoming, like you're picking up the phone. If you're getting referrals that way, great. You know, that means you're doing an awesome job communicating with people, doing a good job for people, your past business, your sphere, your people. There's people out there selling you so well. You did such a good job, or you're such a good salesperson or person or trustworthy that they feel that you're so great that they're just going to start telling people and sell you where you don't even have to contact them. That's how most agents think of referrals. But remember, you have to ask for referrals. Ask people around you, who can I call today that you would recommend me to, so I could connect with them. That is the proactive way of getting referrals. Not asking them to call people, asking them for numbers to call and actively go after people, talking to people and getting those referrals. That is already open, just like this quote. It just already opens the door, shows that you're trustworthy. Someone gave them your number. That's so much better than just a lead that someone, that some internet website that you paid for or got online because someone saw your listing. I mean, that's great, but a referral is something that definitely connects and will end up being a more percentage chance of ending up into a transaction. So we're going to go over some more ideas about that. So something to think about, which I already started, is asking for referrals. Remember, you're an invaluable resource for real estate. It's a complicated and stressful process. Check in on your past clients to offer your expertise, and remind them that you are extraordinary customer service. So you are a trusted advisor in real estate. Remind the people around you that you are that for them when they need you. I've said this before. I know I'm repeating myself from all the other classes and the other videos that I've done, but today I really want to stress the referrals and how important they are and how you could go get them. So some things to think about when you're making those calls is asking, not just give me some referrals, like call people. You want names and numbers and build your database every day. I'm sure you've seen it in other sales for you. If you have bought anything, a car, a product, or somewhere where someone called you and asked for a referral, someone that asked you to give you a name of 2 or 3 people that they could call. I'm sure you have. That's the same thing you want to do, but the even better thing, again, is what I love about real estate is that you're not selling something or convincing them. You're just saying that I'm here for you when you need me. I'm here to help you. So if you stress that you're here to help when they're ready and keep on consistently doing that, you'll get the referrals. Something to post today. So I've seen a lot of, I put this book club idea, but I've seen a lot on Facebook, which is getting a lot of good traction for people and getting a lot of connections, is about Netflix and TV shows. If you've seen that, like I see that all the time, like, hey, please, I'm done watching this series. What's the next best series? What's your favorite series? So you could use Netflix, which a lot of people are doing. Again, if you're seeing this with realtors out there, a lot of them, which is great, are doing it already because they're doing it for just social reasons themselves, but they don't realize this is a way of getting business and connecting with people. So something to think about today in posting. This is an example of a book club. It's a quarantine book club that someone started of different books, and it's a group, and it's something you could promote, and maybe weekly, daily, whatever, as often as you want, update on what you're experiencing and see if anybody wants to join you. So if you want, and it doesn't have to be the books that this website recommends, if you have some. So something to say, hey, what's your favorite book? I'm thinking about reading a book, or what's my next book? This is the last book I read. You'll get people to respond to you and give you suggestions, and you can make comments back and forth and give you an update. So right now, again, there's lots of people watching social media. get on there, show that you're active in there, and communicate with someone. So again, if books aren't your thing, or you just don't have time for them, or you've read all the books that you want to read, then get onto, maybe there's a TV show, a Netflix series, something on there. So Netflix is very good. If you've seen, there's lots of things on there that people are quoting about, making fun of different things. There's that Tiger King show. There's different series that you could get into. So I see it so many times. I think someone I saw on Facebook just last night quoted something that was happening in one of the series there, and she had over 60 different comments from different people going back and forth about this one series. So try it. Put something out there in your social media, and you're going to get some responses there. Something you can do. Dive into a technology that you might not have time for in the past. Learn how to conduct the best CMA or over Zoom, or look into Magic Plan. I found this, it's called Magic Plan. It's an app that generates floor plans, and there's a free version of it. And there's also, there's this like $9.99 a month for version of it. So it's something that you can have as a listing agent that a lot of other agents don't have, of creating a floor plan of the house. How many times, now you gotta separate yourself of what things that you can do differently than other agents out there. When you're going toe to toe against on a listing appointment between you and someone else, or more than one agent, you could show them the different things that you can do. Why not start showing people on your social media, or telling people before they start wanting to list their house, of the things you have? So you could start posting, showing, hey, look at this new tool that I picked up, Magic Plan. This is a floor plan of one of my new listings. There's different things that you can do to show that you're different. Now, how that helps you in the future is why you start posting that now, because a lot of times people start looking for houses before they decide to sell their house. So without you knowing, they're looking to see what you're doing on your listings. So it could be your referrals, or people that you know, your sphere, your past business. But if they're thinking about buying, and they see your name on a listing, and they see the type of photos you have, they see if you do a virtual tour, they see what kind of description you put on your listings, they see all of the different things that you do. They kind of do a lot of research sometimes, especially the potential sellers that want to interview several different agents for the position of listing agent that they're going to trust and to put their house on the market. They're going to do some research. You can't wait until they ask you to show you. They might have already looked. And if you have listings out there that are active right now, and they go on your web page, or they go on your office web page, or they go somewhere, and they're not there, it doesn't matter. This is, I can't stress this enough. It doesn't matter the price range. So some agents have different price range of listings, but maybe the lower end ones, they don't take as many photos, or not as good, or they don't do a virtual tour, or they could do a nice Magic Plan, a floor plan of the property as one of the photos. Again, they're researching your listings. They're seeing what you're doing. They're comparing it to the other houses in the market, or the one they're looking at. And you could already have a step up in that interview process with that potential seller if you just do your best of marketing on every listing you have. Another thing sometimes I see agents doing is that sometimes they're listing houses today, but they know it's such a hot house that they're going to get listed. They didn't even have time to take very good photos. They just took a couple photos. They put it on the MLS, and they're going to add photos later. That's one thing that I have a pet peeve with is when you put a house on the MLS and you put it on the market and you take photos afterwards. You should do that all at the same time, because there's one shot of getting your listing all over the market, and it goes everywhere. So you never know what website it goes on to. So sometimes I see agents just have one photo there, and then you have people looking at your listings that sold like in a day or two, but they only see one main photo. They don't get to see your portfolio of things that you could do on that listing, and it might not show your best foot forward with your listing. So just like anything in life, do your best. Show the most you can do on every single listing, especially when it's online and on the MLS and on the other websites, because it's out there for everybody to see. Your potential future clients will see it too, and they might be watching what you're doing. They're always out there looking, and why not make sure? So again, this right here is something that you can do. It's an idea, something that extra you could do on your listings, because not too many sellers have a copy of their plans of their house. And you know, even with the virtual tours, even with pictures and descriptions, sometimes it's hard to really get a feel for a house, and a floor plan might be a good thing that to show that listing, market that listing a little better, and show more things that you can do. Next is, again, something that you can say. Again, I'm just giving every day, I'm just giving you different ways to say things that might resonate with you, might connect with you, you might be able to create and make it feel like your own. So a lot of this is the same type of things to say, but this is a different way to say it. You know, it says, hello, how are you? I hope you and your family are safe and healthy. There's so much going on in the real estate world right now. I'm checking in on and then if you're checking on your family, your friends, your past client, whoever they are, to see if they need any help, and to see if they would like up-to-date information on what's going on in their area, in real estate in their area. Would you like me to send you current information about home sales and values in your area? Would you be interested in the current market analysis of your home now? So a lot of people, I mean, real estate's one of the main topics of what people like to hear about. This is an investment. This is their home. They want to know their values there. It's kind of like when people get their monthly statement of their retirement plans or their investments or their savings accounts. Who doesn't look at that? You know, some people don't, but most people do. They want to see what's happening. So no one's getting a monthly. There are a few, because I know there's some agents out there in their marketing, they send their past clients an up-to-date market analysis or automated one that they get from a service, or just what's going on in their area of their current things that are happening in their market, what their current value could be based on the other sales and market. You could get in on that. You could ask your past clients, friends, family, would you like a current market analysis of your house? Would you like me to update you of what's going on in your area? I could send you a quick email. I could send you a text. Would you like it once a month? Would you like it once a quarter? What would you like to do? I know there's a lot of people out there. I even do it myself, is just see what's for sale in my area, see what's sold in my area, just interested to know what's happening in my neighborhood. Even though I'm not looking to buy or sell anytime soon, but I just want to know what's happening in my neighborhood, because it's my house, is an asset that I have. I want to see what kind of values are happening in the area and around me. So you could be that trusted source, kind of like their investment advisor with their portfolio of retirement accounts and their savings or whatever. You could be their trusted advisor with their value of their home, keeping them updated what's going on in the market. And you never know, not that you're going to convince anybody to move, but over the years, if you sit there and someone's going to move, we know every one of your clients that you sold a house to will move someday. They will move. We all know that. They will move. You just got to stay in front of them, but you might catch them at a right time where you could send them something in the mail once a month, or send them an email or once a quarter, and you say, wow, this is the last couple sales in your area have sold for this per square footage, this bedrooms, bathrooms, and this is how many have sold in the last 6 months, and there's very low inventory right now. I think your value could be between here and here right now. Someone might go, oh, wow, I didn't know that's where my value could be right now. This might be a good time for me to sell because we have this much equity in the house, and this is where we want to go. So if you explain to consistently, and whatever you decide, monthly, quarterly, yearly, twice a year, whatever's best for you and your time. Let them know what's going on in their market. They might go, wow, this is the time for me to sell. I have the equity I want to get out of it. Now I want to downsize, or we need a bigger house, or we want to move to the other side of town, or whatever would make them decide to move because the value is where they want it to be. Especially now, because some people, and we see this, if you haven't seen this in some of your email articles from National Association of Realtors and different news sources, I see them every day, is that for some reason people think that because if the economy is not doing well, the house values come down, because that's what happened last time. That's what happened in 2008, 2009. The house values came down. It's not happening now. We don't see it right now. My opinion, don't have a crystal ball, but from everything I've seen, it's not going to go down. The inventory is still low. I think the values are going to stay up or continue to increase at the level they were before. So you might surprise someone. You might surprise someone if you later this year you go, hey, this is what your current value is. Like, wow, the economy's not doing well, and I didn't think that my house was worth that much, and I really would like to sell for whatever reason. But they might think because the economy's not doing that well, or the stock market, they see the stock market be up and down, they think their home value is there. So let them know. And if you have retirement accounts, and if you've gotten a call, if you've gotten an email, if you've gotten some type of connection with your financial advisor of what's going on in your portfolio, not to worry, or suggestions, you should be doing the same thing with your past clients and the value of their house. Let them know this is where it is. You know, maybe even make them feel better, thinking that, oh my gosh, I was thinking of selling in the next year or two, but now that the economy's down, my value's lower, and I won't be able to sell. Whatever reason, it's a way to reach out to show them you're watching out for them. You're taking a look at what's happening in their market. You're giving them an idea of what the value could be if they put their house on the market now. Isn't that kind of what they do with the financial advisor? They say, here's the value of your portfolio or your investment account. If you cash it out right now, here's the cash value right now. So same kind of thing with the house. Why wouldn't people say, don't tell me that, especially when you're not giving them bad news. You're giving them good news that your value is still there, or hopefully maybe even a little better than they even thought it would be. So that's it for today. I wanted to give you some ideas on how to connect with people, how to, let me get off my screen share here, and how to connect with people, get referrals, ideas on how to connect with them with the values of their house, keeping them updated of what's happening in the market, giving you something new, a tool you might want to use, that magic plan, something you could use with your listings and your listing presentations. So just a couple little things, something to post, something out there like that book club or something on Netflix, something like that. Just little bits and pieces every day for your daily real estate workout, and hope to help you gain some more business there. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for everybody for joining. Remember, and I love it, a lot of you sending me emails and texts thanking me and giving me times to meet and talk with you. Remember, use me as a resource. Call me, text me, email me. I'm happy to set up some time, go over everything more in detail. So that's it. Have a great day, great Thursday, and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.